Hey everyone, Shebim here and welcome back to more of the Newcastle United career mode. Right, we are pushing through the January transfer window of Season 2. It's backfired a little bit, right? Well, let's go through the results first. So the last time I saw you was against Southampton. We're back for Southampton again. We have beat Stockport County 3-1 in the All-English Cup. We beat Watford 2-1 in the league after coming from 1-0 down. We drew 0-0 in the first leg of the Southampton Premier Cup game. We beat Huddersfield 2-0, goals from Patrick van der Ven and Lee Thomas. We beat Birmingham 2-1 with goals from Brian Santana and Marco Costa. We then lost on penalties again. Penalties is not our friend. Against Ipswich Town in the FA Cup. I was gutted about that. We then beat Stoke 3-0, goals from Van der Ven, Lazzarini and an own goal, before beating Everton 2-0 with 2 goals from Lee Thomas. So what I have done is I have done some transferees. Nothing in, I don't think. No, we brought in this guy, Mikel Brun, who one of my scouts found, and then there was a big offer coming from Barcelona and from Juventus, so I had to pounce because I knew he was obviously good enough if both of those were making offers as well. We paid 8.75 million for him, but I think he is going to be worth it. He looks pretty good, doesn't he? Again, although he's just youngsters, really nothing special to show you. But going outwards, we have let a few players go out on loan. David Sierra has got out on loan to Huddersfield, who are going to give him first team football for the rest of the season. Joe Williams has gone out as well to Huddersfield, again, first team football for the season. Zwart's gone to Preston in the Premiership once again, first team football. We've let Holger Feiner go to Wimbledon, again, first team football, this time only in 1A though. As well as Garrido's gone to Blackburn in 1A, first team football again, key player. We sold Steve Corbett, we sold Nemec, and we let Izeli go out on loan to Wimbledon as well. So I've let a lot of players go out on loan, which is good for them, because it means they're going to play a lot of football. But for me, it's going to be a little bit of a problem, because we are a bit short on the ground now for players. But today's episode, then, we're going to be playing off against Southampton in the first leg, technically, of the Premier Cup. Of course, it's 0-0 from the previous game. We'll then have Chelsea at home in the league and then Leeds United at home in the league as well. So without further ado, let's hit up Southampton. And here we go. I've had to not play a weaker team, but be a bit more... I didn't think this is the Premier Cup, isn't it? The Chelsea game is in 2 days, so I tried to save a few players for that as well. But we're going with Eric Stindl in goal. The 16-year-old German is currently the best keeper we have in the squad. He's not a bad keeper, though. Look at that, 6 games in the league so far, 4 clean sheets, so not doing too bad at all. At the left-back position, we have got Antonio Luiz. I can't believe we're playing with a 16-year-old goalkeeper, but... 18-year-old Vlad Baluta plays in centre-back alongside Arhan Versteeg, the 20-year-old Dutch centre-back. At right-back, then, is Tom Coates, who's doing well. His stats are going up, which is nice to see. The 2 centre midfielders are Marc Dos Santos, the 17-year-old Dutch midfielder, playing alongside Anthony Gregory, who I'm not sure if Anthony Gregory is going to last much longer in this team, to be honest with you. He might be gone in the summer. 24 years old, and he's not really progressing at all, is he? Up the left, then, we have got John Darch. Through the centre, Nuno Coelho. And then... up the right, we're going to go for Abdoulaye Nguessen, who's doing pretty well. He's 2.5 stars, which is pretty good, actually, I think. And then as a striker, we're going to go for Christ Dosso, because I let Feiner and Zwart both go, and we've only got Brian Santana left. So, yeah, it's good. I think letting the players play first team is going to advantage us long term. However, it might be a bit too much short term. I might have to see if I can buy another striker. I don't know. I mean, Zwart and Feiner are going to get a good boost from this. Playing a whole half a season of first team football. Zwart in the Premiership, Feiner in Division 1A. They should both come back with a lot of progression, as should Garrido as well. Those players will look to be very, very strong next season, as will David Sierra. And hopefully Izeli as well. But obviously we're going to play the other German keeper. Oh God, they're through us already. Oh, good tackle, Coates. Nice. Yeah, we've got Stindl in goal. 16-year-old's going to be playing as a first-choice goalkeeper now for us for the rest of the season. He's not far off stat-wise. He's pretty good. The coaches believe he's a decent rating for the Premiership. Not a good rating, but yeah, for example, he probably could have saved that. But, you know, This is the way I play, by the way. I'm not great at... I'm not great at... No, I'm not great. I enjoy much more bringing through young players, and when I see a hole in the squad, instead of going out and buying a player who I think will fit that gap, I try and bring through a youth player, and that's my problem. Sometimes it's just a bit too early to do so, and that might be the case here, but you know what? I'm enjoying myself, so that's all that matters. You never know, we might just get back in it. Baluta almost getting the goal. Oh, close, wasn't it? Right, come on. Stindl with the free kick. It's a big ball forward. It's headed... No one was really even challenging for that, were they? I'm worried about striker-wise. Maybe not, though. Dosso stealing the ball, and Dosso gets the goal. There we go. Christ, Dosso. I was just about to say, I'm not sure if the striking force is going to be good enough to get through. And then they go and put that in the back of the net. Well done. Exactly what I wanted to happen. There we go. Dosso did that all himself, so I nicked the ball off the defender. Boom, look at that. Nicked the ball off the defender and slams it into the back of the net. Good times. Right, 1-0. Oh, 1-0. 1-1. And there's another highlight. I wonder if we can get in the lead here, you know. That's the issue with this database, is that we have got a lot of games, which is why I had to rest players. To be honest, I saw the game was against Southampton. I completely forgot it was in the Cup. Otherwise, I would have prioritised this over the league. But I knew that the Chelsea game in the league was going to be big as well if we want to try and win the league again this season, which we're in a pretty good position to do so. I don't think we've lost a game so far in the Premiership, so we're in a pretty good position. So I wanted to try and rest the players for that Chelsea game. However, yeah, this is... Yeah, we've got a very busy January. We've got like 10 games in January. Here's Phillips, ball into the middle. Oh, they've scored again. No, it's disallowed. German Lopez, disallowed for pushing another player. Dirty git. And there we go. Half-time, 1-1. We've got the majority of the shots, which I'm happy about, so we're going to calmly tell them that we're not happy with their performance. It's going to fire them up and send them back out. So players like Baluta, there's Gusev at right back as well, who's going to get some more football now. Of course, Stindl in goal. So Stindl's probably going to play in goal for... The only thing we've got that Stindl can't play in is the All-English Cup, but he can play in everything else. So I think Stindl will be our goalkeeper for the rest of the season, bar that All-English Cup, when we'll probably use the goalkeeper. I did buy a goalkeeper in January that I got from Northampton Town, one of our feeder clubs, because I used to live there, and he's English and he's pretty good level actually as well, so maybe we'll use him for that game. But apart from that, I feel like Stindl's going to play in goal for the remainder of the season. Like I said, by the end of the season, the fact that he's going to get first team football, you always get an initial stat boost when you start playing first team football, so we'll take that into advantage, and hopefully I think Stindl, from all the players that I can see, it looks like Stindl might have the best potential as well. Looking through like the current and potentials in all of the players' profiles, his is the highest. He's the only one with the full 5-star potential. So he's good. To say the least, he's good. Right now, Furno is back from his injury, but he's not played, so I am going to bring him on. Hopefully his fitness not be too much of an issue. I'm tempted to take Dosso off and bring Santana on, but I feel that's unfortunate for Dosso, who's played quite well, to be honest. Lee Thomas can play. I feel like Jones. I think Lee Thomas is probably the best one to play because he always seems to score a goal, doesn't he? Let's bring on Thomas in place of Dart, and then let's switch those two around so Thomas is in the correct position. Hopefully the two wingers will be able to do us a good one. But Furno needs to get him some match fitness back now. He's been out injured for about 3 months. The player we spent a lot of money on the summer, and he's not really showcased his ability too much as of yet. But hopefully we'll see some good stuff from him. Coates now. Here's Gregory. Finds Antonio Luis. Cuts it across. Lee Thomas. He always scores. Lee Thomas always freaking scores. And I keep talking about letting him go and this, that and the other. And he just scores and scores and scores. He does my head in, I tell you. He just scores so much that he just does my head in. Because it makes me think that I can't get rid of him. So we're in the lead now, though. 2-1 up with only a few minutes remaining. They have a free kick. Don't concede. Oh, no. Baluta. Oh, that's my fault, isn't it? I'm playing some of the youngsters. Mistakes are bound to happen this way, aren't they? Yeah, things... Yeah, things are gonna happen, aren't they? Let's not have a go at him, though. We can still go on and win this game. Inferno needs to pick himself up a bit. He's been out injured for quite some time now. This is not going to go straight to penalties, is it? Or will it? No, it's going to go to extra time. Yes, okay. Because I hate penalties so much. Right, Coates. Here's Versteeg. Right, Coelho. Oh, good bit of play there by Brady. Cuts it straight out. There's Lopez coming forward. Ball over the top. Completely lost our defence. And Stindl. Good save, Stindl. I don't know how much of that was a good Stindl save and how much of that was just a poor shot. But I'll take it nonetheless. And it's a free kick as well. Nice. Baluta gets fouled. Okay. I feel like it's now time to bring on... I mean, what's Dost's penalties? I've got to start thinking about that now, haven't I? Well, let's just bring on Brian Santana and let's bring on Nicholas Jones. Oh, I thought we got an extra substitution when I went into extra time, but evidently I've set it up wrong. Okay, no problem. So there's a highlight in place now. We've just brought on Santana, who is going to be very dangerous and very fit as well. Baluta forward, finding Antonio Luis. Here's Ferno, back to Coelho. Dos Santos finds Gregory. Gregory takes a shot. Oh, it's saved by Burgess. Tipped just wide. Antonio Luis. Ball in. Comes back out to him again. This is going penalty, isn't it? I really hope it doesn't, but this has just got penalties written all over it, hasn't it? Please don't go penalties. I mean, don't lose, but don't go penalties. Would we win by away goals, or is that away goals not don't seem to be set up on this, does it? We'll have to wait and see. And the ball comes out, but it's going to come straight back at us again, isn't it? Yep. Big ball over the top. Oh, Brady hit it on the volley. Not quite enough to cause a problem, though. It's going to be penalties. It's going to be freaking penalties. Oh, I hate penalties so much. We've lost 3 times on penalties. And there's a goal. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. As I go quiet, I get so nervous in these positions. No, I don't like that. Come on, Stindl. Make yourself a hero. Come on, Stindl. Make yourself a hero. Dos Santos, though, to take the penalty. Young player. Does he have the nerve for the pressure? He does. Risky penalty, though. Played it straight through. Come on, Stindl. This is your chance. Stindl saves. Get in. Coelho, come on. Take advantage of the situation, my man. Take advantage. Wow. Okay. This is our 4th penalty then, isn't it? Yeah, Baluta. Come on, Baluta. You've had a disappointing time with conceding the own goal, but now's your chance to put yourself back in the good books by slamming that home, and you have done. It's a good one as well. Come on, Stindl. It's your big chance now. You save this, you're good. Come on, Stindl. Now's your moment. Ooh. Okay, it's fine. If we score this, we're through. Who's stepping up? Who's stepping up? It's Furno, back from his 3-month injury. The most expensive player we've got. Cost us 65... Oh, no, he's not more expensive, is he? No. Brian Santana's the most expensive. Furno cost us... how much did he cost us? 65 million. I just said that, didn't I? Come on, Furno. Don't be that guy. Yes, he puts it in, and we are good. We're through to the next round, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. God, stressful that was. And considering we played a weaker side as well, I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. So we're pleased with that result. I mean, it could have been better, don't get me wrong. But, right, we have got the Chelsea game coming up in just 2 days' time. Let's get straight into it. And here we go then, but we are struggling to put a team out today, I tell you. Right, we'll stick with Stindl in goal, who I'm assuming is going to get better and better pretty soon once with this first team football. Especially when he goes to a full-time contract. It's only a youth contract at the moment, so as soon as he hits 17... When does he hit 17? March, so only a couple of months, okay. At left back then we've got Gary Clayton, but he's not 100% only 85% fit, so that's going to be a problem. The 2 centre-backs are fit. We have got Josh Cleverley playing alongside Marco Costa. And then at right back we go for Sergei Gusev, the young Russian right back who is progressing quite nicely actually. Very nicely. Played a few games in the Premiership this season now. The 2 centre-mids then are going to be Lee Thomas, who is actually, believe it or not, our top goal scorer this season. He's going to be playing alongside Nicholas Jones, who I think I'll let go in the summer as well. The 3 attacking players then are John Darch up the left. We have got João Ribeiro playing through the centre. We have got Andrea Furno starting the game, although his match fitness is very, very low. And then our striker today is Brian Santana. Now they do, I think, have the strongest team out. They got... Campos, who we always struggle against. They got Verbeek up front, so they do have a very, very strong team coming into this. I'm not quite sure what their fitness is like, but yeah, ours is not great. 2 games in 3 days is not going to help you out, I suppose, is it? We literally have 1 day's rest between this. Actually, they're not too far. We're pretty even, actually, but they've got Debacker's on 73% already, so they're tired as well, I suppose. So it's pretty even-ish. I already know who my substitution's going to have to be though already though. Clayton's not going to last the entire game. Ribeiro's not going to last the entire game. And Darch is not going to last the entire game. So those are the 3 players I'm going to have to change at some point. I don't even know if Furno will last the whole game, to be honest. It's risky considering he's been out injured for 3 months. It's risky playing him for the entire game, but getting the 90 minutes... 90 minutes might be good for his match fitness. Darch's ball over the top, finding Clayton, who sends the ball into the box. It's good, and there's Furno, Andrea Furno. That's his first ever goal for the club, isn't it? It is. His first ever goal for the club. Slams it into the back of the net after 8 minutes to make it 1-0. So we've still not lost a game in the Premiership this season. So we're doing well. I mean, we've drawn a couple recently. We've not played that many games in the Premiership. We've only played 12 games so far because of the amount of cups we've been in. But I'm happy. I think we're in a good position now. 1-0 up. We can possibly drop this back to a more balanced play style. Although we are dominating. We've got more possession. We've had all the shots so far. They haven't had a single shot against us in the first 25 minutes. I'm happy. Who do we have on the bench to bring on then? Antonio Luis is not very fit either, though, is he? That's the problem. Lazzarini can come on in place of Ribeiro even. And Gessen probably in place of Darch. Although Darch and Furno are not too different in energy levels, to be honest. Have to wait and see who it happens, because some people got better natural fitness. That will go down slow, won't it? Spurs versus Liverpool is currently 0-0, which would be nice if it finishes that way as well. Let's tell them that we are happy with the performance. Keep it up. So if Stindl and Gusev in our goal and right back positions help us get a clean sheet here, I'll be very impressed. I mean, we've done pretty well. I'll say Stindl's got 4 clean sheets out of 6 starts so far, so he's doing pretty well, to be honest. Ooh, big hit there. Not enough, though. Right, I think we're around about substitution time now, so Ribeiro off for Lazzarini. Let's switch Furno onto the other side just to mess with people. Or do we just take Furno out? I think we probably take Furno off just to protect him. He's been out injured for a while. I don't want to take any massive risks. And then we can bring on Luis, but he's not that far. Let's give Clayton another 20 minutes, because we need to... I mean, if Clayton can finish the game, that'd be great, because we've got another game against Leeds in 2 days' time, and it'd be nice to have Luis fit for that. So if Clayton can last this game, then Luis can play the next game against Leeds. Darch. Wow, Darch, really? That's what you're going to do? You're just going to hit that like that? That's really what you're going to do? Here's DeLuca. Campos has always been a forward on our side, Vladimir Campos. Debaka, Drostel. Ugh. Eddie Hernandez gets the goal. Well, it's 1-1. It's not terrible. I mean, I would love to get a clean sheet here, but don't think it's going to happen, is it? Well, it's not. We've already conceded a goal. We're definitely going to get a clean sheet. I would love to get a clean sheet here, but yeah. I mean, a point's important. That is onside, isn't it? Yeah. A point's important here. I mean, a draw's not the worst result. The worst result's obviously the loss, but I know that's pretty obvious things to say there. Well done to me. I'm going to go completely outside the box. I'm going to bring on Traore in place of Lee Thomas. Solomon Traore. They've gone to a back 5, so they're playing more defensive anyway. So I think we're going to go positive and just try and hit them now if they go more defensive. There we go. Here's Ngessen. Santana takes a long shot. Oh, wow. Is that a corner? It is going to be a corner kick. It's Lazzarini's corner. Curled in. Darch is the man to get there. He was offside. Well done, Darch. Well freaking done. Well, I think that's going to be all, which is not terrible, to be honest. 1-1 draw is not terrible. It still keeps our unbeaten record going in the Premiership. It looks like that is it. Clayton throws the ball in. Cleared by Hernandez only as far as Gusev. And there he is. Final whistle. Nice. I'll take that, to be honest. Although we dominated the game, it shouldn't be a 1-1 draw. Looking at it, should it? I mean, we had 17 shots to their 5. They had 1 shot on target and scored from it. That's just... Yeah, Clayton got man of the match, though. I'm going to tell them they weren't good enough tonight, because we should be winning that game. And there we go, then. We've got Leeds next in the league, so let's get straight into that one. And then we've got a nice little rest by the looks of it. And here we go then with the game against Leeds. Again, we're struggling with fitness, but in goal we've got Eric Stindl still. It's impressing me, actually. He is definitely impressing me. Up the left, we have got Antonio Luis. Managed to get up to 87%. Everyone in this team is knackered here today, I'll tell you. The 2 centre-backs are Arhan Versteeg, playing alongside Marco Costa. I think we have got our number 1 choice defence out today, with Tom Coates at right back as well. In the central midfield, then, we are playing Anthony Gregory. And he is playing alongside Solomon Traore with his second start now? No, it's his first start. He made his debut in the Premiership in the previous game then. So this is his first proper start in... He's actually got pretty good stats in the league. 19-year-old Ivory Coast player. Karl-Heinz Michael comes in at left wing. We have Antonio Lazzarini playing as the cam. And we have up the right another Ivorian. Abdoulaye Ngessen, who's getting quite a lot of football as well. And then we have up front Brian Santana. So it's tricky. No one's really 100% fit. I'm hoping they're having the same problems. As you can see, with lots of 80s in there. Apart from a couple of players that I've added in, like Traore and that, who's 100%. But thankfully, after this, we do have a week off to get ready for the All-English Cup game. So it's not too bad. Not too bad, hopefully, anyway. I'd still love to get a win out of this, though. I mean, oh, Zwart, I just saw that. Preston scored, and it's Zwart with a goal. That's good. Means he's playing and he's getting goals. That's what we need. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a bugger this season to get through the rest of it. I have overloaned, I think, but it's definitely going to benefit us next year when we can sell a few more players off, I think. I think Anthony Gregory is going to be one of the ones in danger. He just doesn't seem to be progressing very quickly, does he? We've got David Sierra, who's looking better. We've got players like Solomon Traore, who's playing today. Coates with a shot from distance, comes back to Gregory. Here's Traore. Lee Thomas as well as another one, but I don't want to sell all the English players because of the All-English Cup. That's the problem we have. Karl-Heinz Michael chasing this bad boy down. Curls it back into the box. It's going to come back up to Antonio Luiz. There we go. Antonio Luiz's first goal of the season. Slams it into the back of the net. And this is his first ever goal for Newcastle. Okay, it's his first goal in the 2 seasons. Pretty cool. It's pretty easy, really, wasn't it? I mean, I'd say it's pretty easy. Did well here to get the space created and slammed it into the bottom corner. And they've got a highlight now. I'm not too keen on this, to be honest. There we go, we get it out. Okay, good. Right, the ball comes out. That's what we needed. Here's Sadie. Here's Powell. Bring the ball forward to Propuchuk. Go on, get the ball off them. Don't want them getting an equaliser now. Come on, they're playing without our own defence. I think we might nick the ball here. We have done. Karl-Heinz Michael plays it into Santana. Brian Santana, his 9th goal of the season. He needed that because, like I said, at the moment, Lee Thomas is topping the goal-scoring charts. So it'd be nice for Brian Santana to put his finger out, to be honest. He needs to catch up a bit, and he will do a lot now. I think it's just because with the cups and so forth, Santana didn't play as often as he probably would have hoped, especially with the Champions League because I messed it up. But now I think with the league coming thick and fast, I think he will be scoring a lot of goals. Lazzarini Traore takes a shot himself just over the top, and we are in dominant control of this game. We can look to potentially bring on a couple of protective players in the second half. Don't know who we have. Probably just Dosso and Baluta, to be honest with you. Protect some of the more tired players. Santana's doing okay, though, but we could probably go to a 4-4-2, take off Lazzarini, maybe, who's struggling the most. So Calmly say, I'm very pleased with your performance. Continue it. They're going to be very happy and continue on. Good. It's good to see that we can bring players like Traore and Ngessen in and not struggle. I like that. And Stindl's on for another clean sheet here as well. Yeah, I think Lazzarini's one about to come off, but he's going to get a free kick chance first. Santana heads it just onto the top. So Lazzarini's going to come off, but we're just going to go to a 4-4-2, and we're going to bring on Christ Dosso. Another Ivory. We've got 3 Ivory Coast players in the pitch now. And then we're going to bring on Baluta in place of Versteeg. And then we'll do that. Right. Might as well protect a couple of players. Karl-Heinz Michael bringing the ball forward. There's a few clubs that want Michael on loan as well, but I think I'm going to have to keep a hold of him now. We've got Furno back from injury, which is definitely going to help us out squad-wise. Traore, here's Lazzarini. Out wide to Antonio Luis. Ball into the middle. It's going to come back to Coates, who hits it on the volley. Just over the top it goes. And we look to be okay here. The Newcastle free kick. Is he going to be sent off? I think he is. Eriksson is gone. He's out of here. We've got 10 men to play against the last 20 minutes. I think that should definitely help us out, I think. Here we go. 5 minutes remaining. We should hold on here. They do have a free kick, but it's not likely they're going to get 2 goals in this short period of time. Oh, Gregory's nicked it. What on earth were Leeds doing messing around with the ball there? Gregory's ball through. Christoso plays it across. Oh my god, Traore's just missed. Oh, the 2 Ivorians linked up so well, and Traore hits the bloody post from there. That's not good, Traore. Come on. You're better than that, my man. You're better than that. Well, that's another highlight. I thought that was going to be the full-time whistle. It's not, is it? Antonio Luis brings the ball forward. Cuts it back to Traore. Out wide, finding Coates. Finds Nguesson. Comes back to Coates, across to Traore. Hits a defender. Traore with another shot. It's saved well by the keeper. And Michael keeps it in just so the defender can clear it. That's a bit stupid, wasn't it? Antonio Luis, here's Baluta. Gregory. Over the top, find Antonio Luis, who volleys the cross. Dosso's there, and Dosso plays it across to Brian Santana for his 2nd of the game, and to make it 3-0. Dosso with the assist. You know what's going to happen then, and I know this is inevitably going to happen as well. We're going to get to a point where we've got so many good players, I'm going to have to start selling off world-class players, because I'm not going to lie to you, my under-18s is probably close to 60, 70 players now. And they're all like between the ages of obviously 18 and 14. So they're all going to come through at pretty close to the same time. There's going to be a lot of player sales going on. But we're going to make a ton of money out of it, I suppose. So we may profit in all the players, hopefully. So I'm going to have to be a lot more select in the players that I purchase now. Because we've just brought too many, I suppose. But at least we've got the monopoly. We can have what we want now. I might start sticking to players from weird nations, you know. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Either way. There we go, there's the victory. Antonio Luis's first ever goal for the club and a man of the match for him as well. Dosso got an assist, which I'd be happy with. Brian Santana with 2 goals, which I think might put him back into the top goal scoring position for the club. Right, let's have a look at the schedule. Now I think we're going to push on again. We're going to get through a chunk of games. We'll probably come back for... Oh, that's annoying. There's 4 games there, isn't it? Okay, we'll come back then for Man City, Bournemouth and the 2nd Chelsea game. I think. That's probably the best place to come back. Unless if we win this game against Everton, that's going to mix things up. I'll try and come back for the 2nd leg of the Premier Cup, and then hopefully we can sort out our Youth Academy players then as well. Of course, if you've enjoyed this video, please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Chevy Gamer. Thank you much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more of the Newcastle United career mode. Bye.